Take it easy, Tim. Tis a long swim back to Ireland.
Thank you, Mr. Masur.
No, Mother.
Yes. Let's have Padushka sing. Please, Padushka, sing Keep That Twinkle in Your Eye. She's awfully cute. Who is she?
Her name is Paddy O'Day. She's a plucky little girl, traveling all alone to meet her mother in America.
Here's a little something that me mother told to me. And if you like, I'll pass it on to you. Should you long for something, use this quaint philosophy. You'll find that it's the only thing to do. Keep that twinkle in your eye, smile at every passer-by. Sure, you win your neighbors over in the twinkling of an eye. Hold your head up proud and high. Folks will cry, oh me, oh my. Sure, he's fond of four-leaf clover. See that twinkle in his eye. Oh, should trouble bubble up, don't let it double up and stay with ya. Don't treat him civil, just say to the devil, wished away with ya. You can do it if you try, and you'll find out by and by that good luck is bound to sprinkle. You'll smooth out every wrinkle if you keep that twinkling in your eye. Keep that twinkle in your eye, smile at every passer-by. Sure, you win your neighbors over in the twinkling of an eye. Hold your head up proud and high. Folks will cry, oh me, oh my. Sure, he's found a four-leaf clover. See the twinkle in his eye. Oh, should trouble bubble up, don't let it double up and stay with ya. Don't treat him civil, just say to the devil, wished away with ya. You can do it if you try, and you'll find out by and by that good luck is bound to sprinkle. You'll smooth out every wrinkle if you keep that twinkle in your eye.
That was fine, Paddy.
Thank you, sir. We enjoyed it very much.
Paddy, this is Mr. and Mrs. Wright. How do you do, Paddy?
Good evening to you. You're Americans, aren't you? Yes, dear. Then maybe you know me mother, Mrs. O'Day. She lives in America, too. And she's going to meet me when we land tomorrow. Then I'll be an American. We'll all be an American. This is Papushka Petrovich, Mamushka Petrovich, and Tamara Petrovich.
And is that another Petrovich?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Them sausages.
Well, it's the first time I ever heard a sausage bark.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
twinkle in your eye, smile at every passerby. Sure, you win your neighbors over in the twinkling of an eye. Hold your head up proud and high. Folks will cry, oh me, oh my. Sure, he's found a four-leaf clover. See the twinkle in his eye. Oh, should trouble bubble up, don't let it double up.
Padushka.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just had the most wonderful dream. It was so real. I landed in America, and everybody was so glad to see me. And me mother. Oh, she looks so beautiful. I can hardly wait till morning to see her. Or to marry your lover. You know what?
What?
We'll have a great big party and invite all the Petroviches. And me mother, she'll cook you some stew. The likes of it you've never tasted before.
And when you come to see us, Cousin Misha will cook you some of his famous borscht.
Borscht?
Yes, soup made from beets. You'll like it.
Sure I will. I'll add it till I borscht.
Now, Padushka, you must go to sleep.
I'm so happy I can't sleep.
I'll try and make you sleep, little Padushka.
Well, you're all right, Paddy. Now, stick out your tongue.
See, it is not polite to stick out my tongue. That's what my mother told me.
Oh, well, it'll be all right this time. Now, stick out your tongue. Open your mouth. Now, say, ah. Will you wait in the next room?
My name is Misha Petrovich. I come from my uncle's family. There is Papaschka Petrovich, Mamashka Petrovich, and Tomarishka Petrovich. They are foreigners, but I am a citizen of the USH.
Can you supply them at work?
Work? I got the finest cafe in New York. They're gonna sing and dance for me. In a year, my business with my management should be worth $30,000. Maybe $40,000.
Say, will you please stand over there?
All right. All right.
There's a little girl arrived by the name of Paddy O'Day.
Paddy O'Day?
Yes.
Yes.
I came to see you about her.
Are you a relative?
No. I'm employed by Mr. Roy Ford, and
Well, where's the child's mother?
I'm coming to that. You see, Mrs. O'Day was also employed by the Ford family as a cook, but
Well, I'm sorry, but Mrs. O'Day will have to appear personally to take custody of the child.
I'm afraid that's impossible, sir. You see, she died a few days ago.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Wilson. Take this to the examination room.
Yes.
Everything looks okay.
Okay, что значит okay?
Okay, значит хорошо.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay.
If you'll step into the next room, please.
Okay.
Right this way, please.
Батюшка. Okay.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Paddy O'Day.
I'm coming.
So you're Paddy O'Day.
Yes, sir. And what might your name be?
Tom McGuire.
Oh, you must be from Ireland, too. Sure, I'm glad to meet you, Mr. McGuire.
Now, Paddy, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll be 9 years old the Tuesday following the coming Ash Wednesday. I've got 10 shillings and threepence, and I've had me bath, and I'm after saying for the doctor. Now, what more will you be wanting?
I'm afraid that's about all.
Now, if you let me go to me mother, I'd be very much obliged to you, sir.
I'm afraid, Paddy, I'll have to ask you to wait.
Wait? For what?
Well, you see, your mother isn't here.
Isn't here? She must be here. She said she'd be here to meet me. I'll find her.
Now, if you'll go with Mr. Wilson and...
No, I want me mother.
Well, you see, your mother couldn't come today.
I don't believe it. What's happened to her? Tell me.
Well, she's very sick.
Very sick. Oh, I want to see me mother. I've got to see me mother.
There, now, Paddy.
Tomorrow. Let me through to see tomorrow. Oh,
Padushka, what's the matter?
me mother's very sick. I want to see me mother, but they won't let me go through. What'll I do?
Don't cry, Padushka. Don't cry.
Better wait until she quiets down. Yes, I'll tell her later.
Paddy, come along, dear.
Me mother's sick, and she needs me. Please let me go to me mother.
Padushka, be a good little girl and go with this man.
All right, Tanner.
Батюшка.
Tell me, please.
Her mother is dead.
Oh,
What a pity.
what'll become of her?
We'll have to send her back.
You can't do that. She has no one there. Please, let her come in with us. We'll take good care of her. I promise.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do.
All right, everybody. Time for lunch. Come on, all of you. I was sure she came in the mess hall with the others. Maybe she stayed in the dormitory.
No, I just came from there. But I'll take another look. What's up, McGuire? That little O'Day girl. She's disappeared.
Disappeared?
She was right here in this room.
Yes, I know. But we've got to find her. Wilson, phone the man at the gate and tell him to watch the ferry.
Yes, sir, I'll do that.
Come on, snap into it, fellas. I got a date tonight.
Don't get excited. The ferry don't leave for 10 minutes.
Did you hear a dog bark?
You're crazy. You got that date on your mind. Have you seen little emigrant girl around here?
No, Chief. I ain't seen nobody.
No.
McGuire. Any sign of her yet?
No. I can't understand why she could have disappeared. She must be someplace on this island. You watch that ferry.
Here's the address where her mother was employed.
You get them on the phone. Tell them to hold her there if she shows up.
Oh, those was endearing young charms which I gaze on so fondly today. What to change by tomorrow and believe in my love. Roy,
Yes, Aunt Flora.
you're straining your eye.
Huh?
Roy, your glasses.
Oh, yes.
They're on your forehead, dear.
Oh, thank you, Auntie. Telegram, sir? No, thanks.
Roy, it's a telegram. Open it.
Oh. It's coming, it's coming.
What's coming?
My Scolopact rusticola. It's one of the rarest birds known to science, and it's flying here.
I don't understand. Is it alive?
No, they're sending an airmail. Look, Benton, isn't it marvelous? Why, yes, sir. And to think, Aunt Flora, it'll be here most any time now.
There. Now, don't get excited. You sit right down here.
Hello? Yes, this is the Ford residence. Oh, just a moment.
Who is it, Benton?
It's the immigration office.
I thought you attended to that this morning.
I did, Miss Ford.
Well, what do they want now?
Hello? No, this is the butler. What?
Well,
It seems the little O'Day girl has escaped from Ellis Island and they can't find her.
escaped. Well, I hope they don't think we had anything to do with it. Roy, what do you think? The daughter of the cook. Oh. There. Don't upset him. I'll talk to them. Hello? This is Miss Ford speaking. No, we haven't seen her. I understand. If she does, we will notify you immediately.
What seems to be the matter, Aunt Flora?
Why, Miss O'Day's little girl has entered the country illegally. So if she turns up here, we must cooperate with the authorities and hand her over.
drivers think you'll own the street. A couple of days in jail and knock that out of you. Let me see your driver's license.
Come on, him. Oh, it's his turn. Hey, tell him and get a load of that.
I wonder what it is.
We'll find out. Okay. Look, it's got feet, a hand, a face. Well, it looks almost human.
Look. Oh, excuse me.
Let's see the playhouse. No, leave him alone. And talk. Jordan, if you let me be good, I'll be very much obliged to you. I know what it is. It's a greenhorn.
Can you imagine that? Fresh from Ireland. Right this way, folks. The only genuine greenhorn in captivity.
I reckon the wilds of Ireland. It talks it was. All right, you guys. Let's quit kidding her. You ain't scared, are you? No. Want to see my ring? Yes. It's lovely.
What are you doing here? What are you doing, eh? Come on, what are you doing? The both of you, eh? What are you doing?
She started it. She shot me when I wasn't looking. There isn't no word of truth in it. I was walking along minding my own business, and this one
Wait a minute. Is that so, eh?
Yes, sir.
Is that so? I'll show you how to treat a lady. You're hooligan. Now what? Now tell me, me darling, what are you doing in this neighborhood, eh?
Well, you see, sir, I left my grandmother's, and I was walking over to see my mother. She's sick.
Oh, sure, that's too bad.
Yes, sir.
And where is your mother?
She works here.
Huh. Sayville, Long Island. Oh, that's a long walk. I wish I could take it there myself, but you see, I live way up in the Bronx, and I promised the wife I'd be home for dinner, and she's awful strict.
Oh, that's all right. I'd find me way.
Oh, no, indeed you won't. Come along, we'll manage somehow.
But I...
Oh, no, come along with you here. Come on.
All right. My dog, Tim.
What?
Oh, Tim.
Oh.
Come on, go. Oh, there he is. That boy, Timmy. Look, it's a part of the hooligan's britches he has. Oh, Timmy. That's the big
Well, come on now with you. Come on.
All right.
Hold on tight, Paddy. Here we go. Well, where do you think you're going? To a fire?
Well, you see, officer, I've got to get out to Southampton.
But wait a minute. Southampton, eh?
Yeah, yes, I'm expecting a baby. Well, I mean, my wife is. Any minute.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
No, not from me. This is my first time.
Well, all right, I'll let you go.
Oh, thanks, officer.
But you've got to drop this little girl off at Sable on the way out.
Sure, I'll be glad to. Come on.
All right, here we go, Paddy. In you go. And I hope it's twins.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, sir, for being so kind to me. And I'll say a prayer for you tonight.
Sure, I need it. Goodbye, Paddy.
Good luck, sir.
Bye-bye, Paddy.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, and thank you, sir. Goodbye. Oh, how are you, sir? I've come to see my mother, Mrs. O'Day. I'm her daughter, Paddy.
How did you get here?
They told me my mother was sick, and they wouldn't let me go to her. So I ran away. Will you take me to her, please?
Come in.
Thank you, sir. Is my mother up there?
Come this way, please.
Come on. Where is she?
Wait here, Paddy.
Thank you, sir.
Very good say the folk in law.
Nora.
Yes, Mr. Benton.
Mrs. O'Day's little girl is here.
Here?
She's waiting in the pantry, expecting to see her mother.
Why, what are we going to do?
Afraid you'll have to tell her.
Oh, I thought you were my mother.
Hello there, Paddy.
Hello. Is she coming down?
Well, no, dear.
Then will you take me up to her, please?
Come in, sit down now. Ah, that's the girl. Well, Paddy, dear, I've got something to tell you. And I...
What is it? What is it that you're trying to tell me? What's happened?
Well, you see, Paddy, dear, a few weeks ago, your mother was taken sick. Very sick. And
Oh!
What do you think they'll do with her?
Send her back to Ireland, I suppose.
But she hasn't anyone there, Mrs. O'Day told me. Oh, how is she? Well, she's sleeping now, poor child. Oh, I'm so glad.
Well,
Why, where are you going?
tell the Fords.
Oh, wait a minute now. Don't you realize they'll send her away tonight?
But it's my duty.
Your duty. Say, for once in your life, forget you're a butler and be a human being.
What?
What that child needs is rest and someone to comfort her. We could keep her here for a while. Why, certainly.
But if the Fords find out...
They're leaving in a couple of days.
But Mr. Roy isn't
He
leaving.
never knows what's going on in this house.
It may mean our job.
You needn't worry about my job.
Mine either. How about you, Mary?
Oh, I'll take the chance. What do you say now, Mr. Denton?
Very well. The child can stay.
Oh, Mr. Denton.
But only temporarily.
Oh, sure. Do we decide what to do with her?
That's splendid, Mr. Benton.
I can be as human as any of you.
Why, certainly. Oh, you darling. Want some more coffee?
Yes, and another apple turnover.
Oh, that was
Dora? Dora? Can I come in? Are they gone yet?
They'll be gone in a few minutes. Sit down.
Thank you, Dora. Mm.
Ah. What a treasure. Oh.
Put the luggage into the car.
Wait a minute, Benton. Where's Matilda? Don't forget, we're taking her with us.
I'll find her, miss. Matilda, where are you? Matilda? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Here, Matilda. Kitty. I beg your pardon.
Benton, it's arrived. My Skolo-Pax Rusticola. Look.
Yes, sir. Pardon me, sir, but have you seen Matilda?
Matilda who?
The cat.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Benton,
Yes, sir.
the Skolo-Pax Rusticola is a European bird similar to the American woodcock, except that it's large and it's barred underneath. Its habits are the same as those of our species, except that in flight it is much more rapid than...
It's Tim.
Paddy, don't go out there. Benton, there's a dog in the house. Save Matilda. Poor Matilda.
Yes, thank you.
Paddy, go in there. Hide that. What's that? Matilda, I got her safe and sound on the piano. Benton, take that vicious beast out of here. Kitty, kitty, Matilda. Oh, Matilda.
They must have gone in here. It's the only door that's open.
How do you do?
You're Mr. Ford, aren't you?
Well, yes, what can I do for you?
Oh, please don't hide me. They'll send me back.
Well, who are you?
I'm Paddy O'Day, and if your aunts find out, they'll...
Oh, so you're that little girl.
Oh, please, sir, don't tell them.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to. You see, we promised the immigration authorities.
They won't know I'm here if you don't tell them.
Drop that. Drop that bird.
He's destroying my most valuable specimen.
Him! Drop it! Leave it alone! Here it is, sir. I hope it isn't spoiled.
Thank you. Seems all right. You've done me a great service. You've saved my Skolo-Pax Rusticola.
Huh?
Matilda, darling, are you hurt?
Oh, you poor dear. Look, she's a nervous wreck.
So am I. Here, Dora, put the cat in the car. Come get Roy. Let's be on our way.
Well, I suppose it'll have to be goodbye.
No. Hide. In there.
Come on, Tim.
Oh, what is the matter? Why is the door locked?
Well, you see, Annie, my Scolopax rusticola just arrived, so I locked the door.
Well, I'm glad you did. There's a nasty dog loose in the house, and he might have destroyed it.
Yes, that's right.
Roy, you mustn't get so excited over your work. Here's a schedule I've made out for you. I want you to read it carefully and follow it faithfully.
Yes, Aunt Flora.
Now, remember the usual vegetable diet.
Yes, Aunt Flora.
And don't work too hard. And keep your feet warm.
Yes, Aunt Jane.
Jane, we must hurry.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Have you located Paddy yet? Dora's looking for her now.
Are they gone yet?
Benton, I expect you to maintain the household as usual. See that all Mr. Roy's needs are attended to, and you're to discharge any servant who violates the rules of the house.
Yes, ma'am.
Flora, dear, we're late. So we are. Robert, we mustn't miss the boat, even if you have to drive 25 miles an hour.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's all right. Come on out.
Oh, Mr. Ford, I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, that's all right. We fooled him, didn't we?
You mean you fooled them?
Well, thank goodness they've gone. Have you located her?
I've searched the whole house, except Mr. Roy's room. She must be trapped in there.
Mr. Roy's room. Good heavens, what'll happen to us?
What'll happen to her, poor child?
And what's this one?
That's a very rare specimen. It's called the Percerculus rostratus guattartus.
Sure, and it looks like a sparrow to me.
Well, how did you guess it?
That's what it is, isn't it?
Why, yes. And over here I have a Haliaetus leuco, a North American bald eagle. 1 year old.
Poor thing. He lost his hair young, didn't he?
It's all your fault. You insisted on keeping her here.
Well, never mind that. This is no time for arguments. Think of something. Do something.
I am going to do something. I'm going up to Mr. Roy and make a clean breast of it before we're all discharged and put into prison.
Here. Now, don't be so nervous. Now, let's wait until tonight, and maybe we can sneak her out after Mr. Roy goes to bed.
Yes, maybe.
Well, that's the whole collection.
You must have every bird in the world.
Oh, no, there are hundreds of other birds. But there's one in particular that's been my life's ambition to secure.
What is it?
A pink-toed African cuckoo.
And can't you buy it?
Oh, no, you see, no one has ever captured one. But if my aunts would let me go to Africa, I'm sure I could get one. You see, this bird lives in a dense swamp. But I'd get up before dawn, and I'd steal into that swamp. Carefully, I'd make my way through the reeds, and then I'd watch. Suddenly, I'd hear a little pip-pop, pip-pop, pip-pop. Quickly, I'd take aim. Just as the bird took flight, I'd...
Mercy me, what's happened?
Are you all right, Mr. Ford?
Yes, but look at that.
Oh, don't worry. Someday you're going to get that pink-eyed cuckoo.
What's happened, sir?
Benton, why didn't you tell me this little girl was in the house?
Well, sir, I have no answer except to tender my resignation with profound regrets.
Sir, I'm afraid that goes for me, too.
Oh, no, you don't. You're both staying. We're all in on this together. We're keeping Paddy here with us.
Oh, bless your heart, Mr. Ford.
I'm the head of this household. And whatever I say goes.
But how about your aunts when they returned?
Well, I never thought of that. But there's plenty of time until then. In the meantime, Paddy is to be treated as one of the family.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But if the immigration authorities should find her here, we'd all get into trouble.
I don't want any of you to get into trouble over me. Maybe you'd better send me back to Ellis Island.
If you'll pardon me for saying so, sir, the child is right.
Who's that?
Maybe it's the authorities.
We'll be hide her.
Benton, wait. I'll go.
I'll go with you, Mr. Ford.
Oh, no, you wait right here.
I tell you, this is nothing but a wild geese chase. That little girl here, she isn't.
Even if she isn't, Cousin Misha, maybe they can tell us where to find her.
Say, this Ford must be a millionaire. I'll bet he's worth 50,000 cash, which gives me an inspiration.
Please, Cousin Misha, just ask about Padushka.
Yes?
Yes. Go in. Now look here. I'm going to ask you some questions and I want the truth. You got a little girl here, Paddy O'Day?
Well, who are you?
I am asking the questions. She is here? Yes?
Cousin Misha, please.
Tamara, silence is silver, 14 carats. She is here? Yes or no? Take your choose.
Well, what do you want with her?
Uh-huh. So you admit she's here.
I refuse to answer till you tell me what your business is.
My business is none of your business. My business is with Mr. Ford.
Well, I'm Mr.
Cousin Misha, tell the man who you are.
You don't know who I am? I am Misha Petrovich. I got the finest cafe in New York. Here's my card. That's enough. And if Mr. Ford would like to investment in my cafe, I'll be glad to let him in on the top floor.
Let me explain, please.
All right. If you think you speak better English as I, you explain. Look, Lord.
You see, I'm a friend of Paddy's. I took care of her on the boat. They told me at Ellis Island that she disappeared. And I thought maybe Mr. Ford could tell me where I could find her.
Well, you see, I'm, that is,
Tamara! Tamara!
Padushka!
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Where were you?
I didn't know what happened. They told me you ran away.
But I'm not going to stay. I'm going back. I can't stay here.
Do you mean to say you're sending this little girl back?
no, I want her to stay.
Mr. Ford and everyone have been so kind to me. But I don't want to give them into trouble.
You are Mr. Ford.
Why, yes, you see, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Why can't Paddy come and live with me? The officers would never look for her there.
Well, that's a wonderful idea.
And could Mr. Ford come and see us sometimes, Tamara?
Why, yes, if he wants to.
Of course I do.
Say, who's the boss of this establishment? Who owns the place?
Why I do?
You are Mr. Ford? Mr. Ford, I want to talk to you. You know, Mr. Ford, I like you. Do you know anything about business?
No, nothing at all.
Mr. Ford, I love you. You are practically my partner. Yes? Yes! Mr. Ford.
$300. Just to see if you're bluffing. $320.
All right, Mr. Gotthoff, we're ready to be heard.
$340.
We won't be ready if you don't... Mr. Gotthoff, Cousin Misha will pay you.
$400.
Come on, everybody, let's rehearse. Mamushka, Papushka, where's Padushka?
Padushka! Padushka!
You are calling for me, huh?
Yes, I am calling for you, huh?
Sure, and how do I? I mean, how I am looking, huh?
Like a Russian doll. All right, everybody ready?
Come on.
What's going on here? Start playing.
We are playing 400.
I mean, play the music.
If you are paying
How much I owe to you?
the same as I told you, $43.
You are not trusting me for $43?
Frankly, no.
How much cost this balalaika?
$17.
All right. Now I owe you an even 60. Get up! Get up!
I'll sue you.
For what? For the rotten music you are playing? For all my borscht you are drinking? I'll sue you. Get up! Get up!
Misha, what do we do without music?
Oh, don't worry. Ford is coming with millions. Get up! Get out! Get out! And don't come back. Hope not you, Mr. Ford. Come in, my lifeline friend. I'm glad to see you.
Well, what's happened? What's going wrong here?
3 musicians they send me, and I ask for 30. Mr. Ford, you need me.
Well, I got here as soon as I could.
And you came just in time, my pal. Come in.
Mr. Ford,
Paddy, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How do you like me costume?
Well, it's very nice. How do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Ford? So you finally got here.
Well, didn't you expect me? Someone telephoned for me to come here at once.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Tamara. I called Mr. Ford. I have a very big business proposition with him. Извините. Excuse me. Come, Mr. Ford. Sit down, if you please. Sit down, please. Thank you. Papushka, vodka. Okay. Спасибо. Mr. Ford, do you believe in fate?
Yes, I certainly do.
Fate brought us together. I need you, and you need me. How do you like my cafe?
Beautiful.
Mr. Ford, you and I are going to be close friends. I am loving you more and more every day. We are going to do big things together. Drink up, Mr. Ford.
No, thanks. I never indulge.
Who's asking you to indulge? I'm asking you to drink. To our everlasting friendship.
Oh, yes, of course.
Say, that's pretty bad cough you have. Drink some more vodka. This is the best thing for it. Now, where were we? Mr. Ford, I have wonderful plans for you. With just a little capital, I can make this place to look like a palace. Drink up.
But it's awfully strong.
Drink up. It's good for you.
Well, if you insist.
Of course I insist.
Well, that one was all right.
Ah, they get better and better all the time. Now listen. With $10,000, I can buy the property on this side and the property on that side and break down the walls.
Why? Don't you like them?
No, we make the cafe 5 times as big. Drink up.
Thank you.
We cover the walls with looking glasses. 30 musicians. A big stage show with the finest musical extravaganza in the whole of New York.
What do you want to do that for?
For $10,000. And you can be my partner.
Well, where are you going to get the money?
You don't seem to understand, my friend. From the bank. From your bank.
Well, that sounds like a very good idea.
All right. We draw up the contract in the morning. Tomorrow.
But Mr. Petrovich, Mr. Petrovich.
Call me Cousin Misha.
Cousin Misha? Oh, my goodness, excuse me.
Oh, that's all right. Tomorrow, congratulate Mr. Ford. I just made him vice president of the club Petrovich incarcerated.
Misha, did you take any money from Mr. Ford?
No, not yet.
And you're not going to?
Oh, I don't mind. As a matter of fact, it's kind of fun.
Listen, Mr. Ford, Cousin Misha means well, but sometimes his imagination runs away with him. We're not doing any business here, and if you put money in it, you'll lose it.
Tamara, are you crazy?
No, it's the truth. Misha, we've decided the best thing for us to do is to go back to the old country.
But why?
The cafe will never be a success.
We'll make it a success, won't we, Misha?
Now you're talking like a man.
We'll put mirrors on the floor and tear up the roof, won't we, Misha?
Yeah, and if I got a sensational idea for a musical number, oh, it will practically parallels New York.
You'll stay, won't you, Tamara?
Morning, Mr. Ford.
Benton, what rhymes with president?
President? I'm afraid I can't help you, sir.
President.
Pardon me for interrupting, sir, but I have a cablegram.
I've got it. Resident. Resident, president. Da-da-da, resident. How's that, Benton? All right?
Excellent. But this cablegram arrived 3 days ago.
For me?
Yes, sir. You see, I didn't know where to locate you.
Arriving Tuesday, Pier 47. Meet us 9 a.m. Love, Aunt Flora. Tuesday, that's today. I'll have to hurry, Benton.
I'm afraid it's too late. It's almost 11 o'clock now.
Well, what'll I do? Where's the chauffeur?
He's taking Miss Tamara and Paddy for a drive. Is there anything I can do?
Yes, Benton, I'll tell you what to do. Pour me some tea, some Russian tea. And Benton, put some vodka in.
Yes, sir. And very good, too.
Oh, oh, dear, my luck never like this. I never in my life was so great. Terrible. Oh, all right.
Well, I got you here safe.
Well, I never would have thought it. How much do I owe you?
$1.95.
Okay, $2. Keep the change.
Oh, thanks.
Dear, oh dear, where is Brenda? Never mind the luggage. Let's find Roy. Roy. Oh, dear, Roy. Coming. At least Robert should have met us with the car. I wonder where Benton is. I wonder where Roy is. Do you hear birds? Oh, yes. They're upstairs. Benton! Roy!
They're coming. What shall I say?
Say nothing, Benton. I'll handle them.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Where are you? This is Roy. Roy! Benton! What in the world is going on in this house? Those birds. Where are they? Where's Mr. Roy? Is he all right?
He's in his study, miss.
Roy! He must be ill. Roy! Roy!
Come in!
Why, Jane! Roy!
How are you, Annie, old gal? I'm glad to see you. Why, Jane, you're looking like $1 million.
Mercy, the man's mad.
How was the trip, Toots?
What's the meaning of all this?
All what?
These birds. The costume. What is that on your lip?
Oh, the soup strainer. How do you like it, sweetheart?
Roy! What's come over you?
Nothing at all. I simply met some people who are teaching me how to live, and I'm learning more every day.
Who are these people?
Oh, you'll meet them, and you'll love them, too.
I'm not interested. My only concern is for you. We brought you up to be a scholar and a gentleman.
But I don't want to be a scholar and a gentleman. I want to be just like this.
What? Now, see here, Ford, you listen to me.
Now, you listen to me. I'm done at talking in this house from now on. You're looking at a new Roy Ford, streamlined and built for speed. That's me. You tried to bury me with a lot of silly stuffed birds till I got to where I look like one. Now, the trouble with you is you're 20 years behind at times. Give those clothes back to the moles. Get your hair cut and curled. It looks like a last year's bird nest. Buy yourself a lipstick. Catch up with the parade.
Jane! She's fainted! Jane! Jane! Oh, now see what you've done to her.
This is what she needs, vodka.
Oh!
And this is what you need, too. And this is what I need.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Morris Goodenough's review. What's good enough for Morris shall be good enough for you.
That's fine, Misha. That's wonderful. That's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, tomorrow night when we open these doors, there will be a revolution in the cafe business in the city of New York. Ah, look who's here. Roy Meitel.
Hello, Tim.
Roy,
How's my Paddy? Tim, I've got a present for you. The rarest bird on sound, my Solo Pax Rusty Cola. Here you go, Roy.
I hope you're Roy.
Thank you.
You look wonderful, like $1 million.
Tamara,
Thank you.
how's everything, Misha?
Oh, fine. A1, first class. I was just rehearsing my speech.
Well, I hope I'm not intruding.
No.
Maybe I better come back later.
Please don't go.
No, you stay. And we scram.
We, scram.
Tamara, I've got a surprise for you.
Really? What is it?
You know that song that I was trying to play? Well, I finished it, words and all.
I'll call Misha.
No, never mind Misha. I want you to hear it first. Sit here, please. I wanted to be like Crosby and learn to boo, boo, boo. Still, I'd hate to be like Crosby and never get to come to you. Mom wanted me as her president, as all good mothers do. Still, I'd much rather be a resident and share a cottage small with you. You came along, baby, you made me fall. Do-do-do-do. You made me see that fame wasn't all. Now crooners are many and presidents are few, but I could be neither and be happy with you. Now I'll give up vocalizing, and here's the White House too. For I'm changing my ambitions. I'm changing all of them for you.
How could he have done this to us? Falling in love with a dancer, foreigner. Mr. Brewster said... Mr. Brewster! He's been following her around for 3 days and still has done nothing about it. Well, what can he do if Roy's made up his mind? He's lost his mind. Necessary, I'll have Mr. Brewster commit him to a sanitarium until he gets over this ridiculous infatuation.
Mr. Brewster.
Ladies, I have good news.
It's about time.
I have conclusive evidence that'll rid you of this Ukrainian dancer. She's been harboring a little immigrant girl who is in this country illegally.
Well?
They'll deport her.
What good will that do us if they deport the little immigrant girl?
But don't you see? They'll deport the dancer, too, for having harbored her.
Oh. Paddy O'Day.
My very dear friends, it is with a great note of enthusiasm I stand here under this microphone to welcome you to the Club Petrovich, number 7, Incorrupted. It is at great expense I am endeavored to make this the greatest opening of any cafe. It is a terrifical opening. You people are using rare judgment. In fact, medium rare judgment in coming here tonight. Whatever you do, don't go across the street to the Acropolis. He's got big flies, Big like pigeons, the flies is flying around the tables. You don't find that here in my club, Petrovich. I got special table for the flies in the kitchen.
Mr. McGuire, I hope you'll arrest these people promptly.
And see if they're duly punished for having violated Article 1, Paragraph 4 of the Federal Immigration Code.
Do you want them hung or electrocuted? Now, my dear friends, I have a great surprise for you. Our own little Padushka in snappy songs, snappy dancing, snappy music, snappy everything, snap it up, Professor, hot dogs.
Then I'm near balalaika. I'm as happy as can be, born to dance and sing. 2 weeks joyful spring, sing, sing, sing. Then I hear a balalaika. It's a symphony to me. Something about it makes me sentimental. Could I help it if I'm continental? Oh, how I like 'em, balalaika. When they strike 'em, too, I get so hot-ski. Oh, how I like 'em, balalaika. Strumming me down. Such kind of music, like a cha-cha-chornia, brings out the born in ya. No other music from me, California. Getcha, getcha, I'll betcha. And if you like 'em, balalaika, like I like 'em, balalaika, you'll stay up night and day to hear a bunch of balalaikas play. Hey!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This little girl you have just seen is under personal, exclusive, and indivisible contract to me and the club Petrovich. I have signed her up for 85 years. I will make from her enormous profits, which I want you shall share with me. Mr. Petrovich. No? Call me Misha. That's my maiden name.
You know, Paddy, I always wanted to be an actor.
Sure, and I'm trying to make a big one out of you.
Now for the balance of our extravaganza, it is my pleasure to present Morris Goodenough's review. If it's good enough for Morris, it's good enough for you. Professor, let's go uptown downtown.
I have so much sweethearts, I don't know just what to do ski. Who I want and what I want, which one I'm gonna choose ski. Triplets want to marry me, wouldn't that be bigamy? I'm in such a quandary, I am telling you ski. I'm in love with every one of them, they want my heart ski. But I feel so terrible, I can't hold them apart ski. Maybe see I should look again. I will do the best I can, but I've got to find a man who is very smart kid.
It's me. It's me. Now, it's me. What's the matter?
What's the matter, honey? It looks funny.
Which one has the money? That's what you're thinking of. Who got no money? They got love. 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 None of you, not one of you can marry tomorrow. Any day unless I say it's okay. All right. You can fuss and threatening us today or tomorrow, but you'll see that I'll marry tomorrow tonight.
Listen, listen, listen. I'm the one to complain, but Mama's gone and Papa's gone. Let me explain. I love the eyes of Misha. I love the kiss of Masha. I love the arms of Moisha. So you see, I love them each, but I can find out which is which. I think that you are Nisha. I think that you are Masha. I know that you are Moisha.
Now.
Every time I want to reach, I reach to find out which is which.
It's Marcia.
No!
If you saw us with it, tell us who is it?
It's Misha, Masha, Masha, Golden Boy!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll pardon my emulsion, before I scram, I want you shall know you have made me for to suffer with terrifical happiness. So, thank you temporarily. You were beautiful. Padushka, you were wonderful. Mamushka, you was colossal.
I was okay, Misha, too.
You was KO. And Roy, you was a gigantical success.
Thank you, Misha. Tonight, we celebrate. I've got a big surprise for everybody. I'll be with you as soon as I get out of this balloon.
Tomorrow, didn't I tell you everything would be fine?
It was Paddy. She brought us out.
Yes, Sorry, no visitors allowed.
Mr. McGuire, do your duty.
Who are you and what do you want?
I'm from the immigration office.
I am a citizen of the USH.
Step aside, please. Hello, Paddy.
Oh, please don't take me away, Mr. McGuire. Please, sir.
I'm sorry, Paddy, but you'll have to come with me. And you too, miss.
You cannot do this.
Silence.
No, you can arrest me if you want to, but you mustn't take Tamara. She didn't do anything. I made her keep me here.
We can go now, Mr. McGuire.
It's all your fault. You're mean. You don't want anyone to be happy because you've never been happy yourself.
Mr. McGuire!
Roy!
What's wrong?
Roy Ford! What is that masquerade?
What are you trying to do here?
They want to
Who does?
Mr. Ford, I'm afraid we'll have to return this child to Ellis Island.
Good.
Unless, of course, somebody wants to adopt her. In that case, this young lady will be exonerated.
I'll adopt her.
You'll adopt her. Where will you keep her? You can't bring her into our house.
I can bring her into my house.
Your house?
Yes, you see, Auntie. Tamara and I were secretly married yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I'll just give him some vodka. Tamara.
Mr. McGuire, I want to talk to you. If you have any loose capital you would like to invest in the Club Petrovich number 8, you got no future in that uniform. You should look like I am. Speak and spank.
Keep that twinkle in your eye. Smile at every passerby. Sure you win your neighbors over in the twinkling of an eye. Hold your head up proud and high. Folks will cry, oh me, oh my. Sure he found a four-leaf clover. See that twinkle in his eye. Oh, should trouble bubble up, don't let it double up and stay with ya. Don't treat him civil, just say to the devil, wished away with ya. You can do it if you try, and you'll find out by and by that good luck is bound to sprinkle. You'll smooth out every wrinkle if you keep that twinkling call in your eye.
Ah, that was fine. Roy, kiss Tamara. Kiss your bitter half.